Hello. This vlog is called New Relationships, ... When to Throw a Strop.
So, new relationships / start to see someone new. This is a great period of time. This is a really exciting thing in life. And if you happen to be in that place, congratulations, that's very exciting. However, as wonderful as it is, I'm sure you know, it throws up a load of crap as well. Because this is a new person that you're seeing. It's not your ex-boyfriend. So you have to, with a whole new life, a whole new routine, a whole new set of beliefs, potentially. And you've got to try and navigate, this kind of new thing. And that can be quite hard, and it can throw up some really difficult things.
Yes, it can. And the thing is, okay, if your guy is, in whatever respect, falling short of the mark, it's really tricky because you don't want to be a bunny boiler about it, but at the same time, this is the time at the beginning when you want to be clear about what you want and kind of, in the nicest way, lay down the law.
Yeah, and start as you mean to go on.
Exactly.
Much like, training a puppy.
Much like training a puppy. And I think the thing is, before we enter relationships, we know all of us know on an intellectual level what we deserve, what we would like, all of that shit. But when you dream with someone, it all goes out the window and it becomes quite complicated and, your guy might be saying, no, I really like you, I don't know what you're talking about, I really, really like you, I want to be with you. But he might be doing things that really are getting your back up, i.e. he might be going out every Friday night and forgetting to charge his phone conveniently.
Yeah, out with the lads.
Yeah.
Or he might be telling you that he's really snowed under and busy at work, and your ex-boyfriend might have been a hermit, so you're not used to that.
Yeah, or he might be, similarly, your ex-boyfriend might have been really sociable and kind of always wanted to be around you, but this new guy might be much more kind of insular and ask for at least 3 or 4 nights a week to do his own thing on his own.
Yeah, which is weird because you might be someone who wants to see your boyfriend, every night.
Yeah, so it's kind of a clash of desires.
Exactly. Or he may be grieving the death of his rabbit.
Yeah, I mean that's a common one. So whatever it is, we could give you a million examples, but it is that dilemma of at what point, the big question, at what point is this no longer forgivable? When do you cut loose and go, fuck this, I'm out?
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Now this is a really hazy topic. We cannot give you, sadly, some really firm answers because there aren't any. We don't know them. If you know them, tell us. However, there are certain things that we've researched or put into practice ourselves that have been quite useful.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe little pointers. And the first of these is to look for patterns of behaviour. Is it a one-off? Does he, one time goes out and forgets to charge his phone, but he's never done that before?
Yeah.
So
if that's the case, you have little reason to kind of throw your toys out the pram and dump him there and
don't you need to be crazy, psychodramatic bitch just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Save that for a few weeks at least. So if that's the case, let it go. Just let it go. Give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
However, if you start to notice that there's patterns of behaviour, i.e. maybe he goes out Friday and Saturday with his friends and doesn't invite you every weekend, gets really drunk and then turns up at your door naked. I've seen that happen and it ain't pretty. That, not cool.
Especially if it happens, 3, 4 times in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, look at the patterns. Is it something that's a one-off or is it repeatedly happening? And also, if you've told him that you're not happy and that something's kind of upsetting to you and he keeps doing it, then that's when you really need to go, okay, not sure about this then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, point number 2 is baggage. And by baggage, we're talking about your baggage. We've all kind of been in past relationships, have probably been quite hurt, and maybe done some hurting as well. So, we enter a new relationship often with fears and concerns that have got nothing to do with the guy we're currently with. So it's your job to separate that and go, okay, am I freaking out right now because this is genuinely a concern? Or is it because my ex used to do this quite a lot and it's bringing back a lot of bad memories and therefore, I'm going to turn into a psycho over it?
What's your part in it?
Yeah, what is your part in it? And it's really your job to look at that. He can't, your boyfriend doesn't know what's kind of gone before and he shouldn't be blamed for that.
Very good. Point number 3, okay, is, I think, the most important one, your gut. Now, my gut is a very crucial part of my life. As Joey knows, it has always told me when something is not right in many, many different ways. And often, I will say to Joey in a new relationship, oh, I don't know what it is, there's just something I can't put my finger on that doesn't feel right. But of course my brain and old denial come in and go, I don't want to deal with the breakup, I really love him, I really like him. And I just kind of quash, if that's the word. I just shut that out. I don't listen to my gut and I just steam ahead impulsively, and I ignore the signals. And another little pointer here is, if you find yourself, I'm very honest with Joey and Joey's very honest with me. And you can ask your friend, look, when I get into a new relationship, can you be really honest with me? If I keep saying the same things about this guy, tell me, because often our friends say, you're always kind of complaining about it's the same bloody conversation that we're having, and you're like, no, it isn't. So take your friend's word for it. And so she's honest to me now if that happens, which is very helpful, because just remind you.
Yeah, definitely.
So is your gut saying something's wrong? If it is, listen to that.
Your feelings are so important, and at the end of the day, you want to be in a relationship that makes you feel good. And if you're feeling shit all the time because of something he's doing, you need to listen to that.
Yeah.
Regardless, actually, of what other friends are saying or not saying, or what he is saying or not saying to you. You need to pay attention to the way that you're feeling internally.
Yeah. Because if you're always feeling in a state of anxiety, a relationship is there to be the cherry on top of our life, of our already wonderful life. You found you're happy on your own, and the relationship is a positive thing. If you find yourself that this relationship becomes the centre of your world and it's always negative and it's just always, and again, we go into denial about the reality of that a lot of the time, because we might love this person or think we do, but this is supposed to be a positive thing. 80% of the time. Exactly.
It shouldn't be full on hard work. It should be bringing some joy as well. That's kind of the point. And then finally is communication. I think it's so common that we can have all these ideas and a lot of anger within us towards the other person, but a lot of the time we don't tell them what we'd like, and we just don't communicate it. So it's really, really important. Obviously, don't go overboard. I think we have a tendency to go slightly psychotic with guys. Save that for your friends. That's what friendships are for. You can share all the details with them when you're speaking with, particularly if it is a new relationship. You just want to be kind of really cool, take your time, and just honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing at all just to say, this is how I'm feeling. And be vulnerable, sit them down and say, this has happened recently, and I'm going to be honest, it made me feel a little bit, I kind of went quite into fear, I felt quite scared about it, and I've just been feeling quite anxious, and I just want to talk about it.
Because he can't refute that. If you're saying, this is how I feel, but you're not going, you did this and you did that, because I promise you, we have tried and tested this. You attack them, even if they have been a dickhead, if you go on the attack, they will just go, metaphorically. They won't listen to any of it, and you'll have a big fight, and nothing gets solved. If you lower your voice, speak calmly, and be respectful still, even if they've been a dickhead, be respectful. I promise you, they will have so much more respect for you.
So right, and also I think visualising, it needs to come from you and what you would like for yourself. If it comes from kind of an interest that you've vested in yourself, it comes across so much better than if you are directing everything and making it about them, because actually it's about you, so kind of try and remember that you're having the conversation that you're having because you respect yourself and you know what you're worth, and you'd like to kind of convey that to the other person.
Very good. So that's kind of all we've got to say. I hope this has been of some help, and if you are in a new relationship, congratulations and enjoy.
Good luck.